Hey, Lat here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a simple Forge mod for Minecraft 1.12 using IDEA. Now, first of all, we gotta download an MDK, which is a mod development kit, I think, I'm not sure. So now I'm going to purposely download an older version because I'm going to later show you how to update it to a newer one. So we just get this file. Already have it downloaded here, and we create a directory where to store it. I prefer an organized system where just something like Minecraft tutorial mods, and we're just going to extract this one inside there. Oh, there. I'm going to name this tutorial mod. Now here you can see a bunch of files, and we actually don't need a lot of them. So for example, all these license files, none of them are needed. The credits, the changelog, and the Eclipse folder. We don't need these. These, however, we all need. Now, Git Ignore is an optional file, but if you're going to link your project with GitHub or any other Git site, then you rather have this file. Now, these two are meant for building in case you're using that from command line, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going to use the built-in Gradle support from IDEA. So first we open this file with, I guess, any text editor you have, but I prefer Sublime. And here we can see a bunch of things. So first of all, do listen to this one. Don't touch anything above this comment. So all these build scriptings, you don't want to touch them. Unless a major Minecraft version changes, then this number could change, but that happens rarely. Now, I'm gonna go over each of these things. So first of all, version. That's the version your mod is gonna be displayed as. And for now, I'm just gonna call it 1.0.0. Okay, the group is kind of like your personal package, I guess. So mine is com.latmod. Let's say tutorial mod. You usually go an inverse domain name. Mine is latmod.com, and you add a lowercase of your mod ID, I guess. And archive space name is how your jar is going to look like. So if you name this one tutorial mod, okay, the archive name is going to be tutorial mod dash 1.0.0.jar. This is what it's going to look like after it's built. So it's going to take this name and add this version here. For good version organizing, you can add, let's say, 1.12 dash, but I kind of don't like the system anymore because recently all Minecraft versions are really compatible with each other, and this becomes hard when you can just like mark the same mod compatible with new versions. But we're not going to worry about that one. We're just going to leave it as 1.0.0 for now. Now here in Minecraft group, we can see version, render, and mappings. So you don't really need to care about render, but mappings here are the names. The Forge is gonna translate Minecraft code for you because the Minecraft is closed source and we don't actually know what the field names are. So mappings are there to provide them for us. And you can see it's using the snapshot of 3rd October, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to show you how to change those too. So version here is the Forge version. We just downloaded 2.5.1.2, and that's the version we get here. Now, I usually delete all these comments because you don't really need them once you understand what they're for. And the code looks just shorter, you know. So I'm just going to do that quickly. And oh yeah, this one, compatibility. Yeah, jeez, I hate that word. Anyway, this is for what Java version your your mod is for, and typically it's 1.8 nowadays. Used to be a really big debate about 1.7 or 1.8, but nowadays it's all 1.8 because that's supported by Mojang now. Dependencies. Now we're going to leave these empty for now, and I'm actually going to just delete this altogether. I'm going to talk about dependencies maybe in a future video, not sure. Now here we have a ton of stuff that is really only used by Forge to replace certain values in your information file, which is required for mods. And it's located right here. Source, main, resources, MC mod info. And you can see that here it replaces version and micro version with the values we have here. Okay, so micro version would be 112.2 in this case, and the project version is this one. That's about everything. And yes, so the MC mod info is a file. I'll already show you where it is. Source, main, resources, and it is for the mod list. Usually it's not really that important file because the main information will be read from your Java file, but this is also has to be done correctly. So the mod ID we're going to use, it has to be lowercase, and we're going to use tutorial mod, and the name will be tutorial mod, and description will be example placeholder mod, whatever. We're going to change that later. Example dude, let's say Latvian modder, and credits, yeah, of course. Just gonna leave it like this for now. Okay, we got our basic setup, I guess, here. Let's check the properties for now. Okay, yeah, they're good. Now what we want to do is open IDEA and open a new project, or rather create a new project. Actually, I'm not sure which one. I think it's actually import project. My setup is a little different usually, but I'm gonna try this one, import. And we don't import any IDEA files, we import the build script here, which is build.gradle file we just edited. Okay? Okay. Now, we don't want to create separate modules. Well, maybe you do, but it's up to choice really. It's going to create a multiple projects, mini projects, which are called modules. But I prefer to be it all in one. So we're going to use the default Gradle wrapper. Gradle home, we don't need that. Gradle VM, we don't need that either. So this is pretty much all done. You just need to change that to not create module per source set. Okay? Then we press OK. And it's pretty much done. We can see we have... Oh, you actually don't. Oh, I think it's loading? Not sure. I'll just see what happens after it's done. Okay, it looks like it's done. And it created a couple of new files. I think this one maybe? Not sure. But anyway, you can see the Java folder is now blue. And resources now have like a little yellow thing here. That means that the blue folders will be used as code. And resources won't be compiled, but they're still going to be copied over to, you know, the jar. Which just means code goes here, your textures, language files, models, and everything else goes in resources. We don't need this one. Yeah, the Gradle tab. Now you can see there is red dependencies here. That's why we need to run tasks for Gradle setup decomp workspace. There are multiple here. Not sure what this one is for. I think it's just for creating mods. If you're like cloning someone else's project from GitHub, for example, I think that's what it's for. Anyway, the dev workspace is faster than decomp workspace, but you don't get the pretty names with mappings. So we're just gonna set up the conf workspace, and it's gonna be a while. So I'm just gonna pause the video for now. You can see it's downloading a bunch of libraries. It's gonna take a while. And finally, it is done after 5 minutes of downloading and building things. Well, now it's still red, but only because we need to hit this button here. Or you can just right click here and refresh external project. Okay. The building stuff, that was for Forge, I think, and the refresh is for IDEA specifically. So you can see it's again downloading things, but this should be faster than the previous one. Okay, it looks like it's about to be done. Okay, there we go. Now you can see there's no more errors, and there are a ton of libraries here. Pretty cool. Okay, so what we need to do now is change the mod ID here, and preferably the package. I'm just going to name the package to com.latmod.tutorial. Damn it. There we go. Tutorial mod, and this class to tutorial mod. Mod ID here as lowercase tutorial mod. Tutorial mod, and version as 1.0. Now, you might want to change this to, I think, no, wait. What was the syntax? Like this? Yes. At version at. And in our build script, we're gonna change here Minecraft replace in, I think that's how you write it, tutorial mod.java. We're gonna replace at version at with oh dear. Wait, let me 1 second check how it's done. Excellent, I got it completely wrong. Now, it is replace version with project.version, which is this right here. Replace in tutorial mod.java. Okay, Java? I mean Java. Okay, intent with tab, whatever, sort, and hide the tip. Okay, cool. That's about it. Yes. Now, how do we run it? One way of doing that is open tasks and run client. Okay, this is gonna compile your mod, build a jar, I think, and then, you know, run that jar as it was a normal mod. So this is again doing the Gradle tasks, etc., etc. Running, and it opens our mod. And in a second we're going to see if that mod actually worked, you know. So mods, there it is, tutorial mod 1.0.0. Perfect. Music, bad. Okay, cool, sorry. Yes, but I prefer to create a new run configuration for this. So we open up here, edit configurations, and then we just add with a plus an application. Okay, so we select the tutorial mod as module, it's by default selected, and then we add main class as Gradle start. It's already there, it should be fine. If it shows as red, you might not have refreshed the project, or something is terribly wrong, and I can't help you. But in VM options, we don't need to change anything. You can add a like maximum RAM here, minimum RAM, etc. But program arguments are more important because we can add username, Latvian modder, and UUID, which is, get from here, there we go, Micro UUID, type in, let's say Latte Mother, and you can get your profile UUID. So you're going to get your skin, you're going to get your username, and your real UUID. You won't be able to join servers. For that you need email and password, but I'm not going to do those. So we can also add width, which is, you know, better for recording or whatever, and height. I prefer these values. That's about it. I also like to select single instance only so I don't accidentally run like 10 of them for whatever reason. Oh, and I forgot to name it client. As bonus, you can add a server, which is just about the same, just Gradle server, start server. And in program arguments, I usually add no GUI because I don't like it. Yes, that's about it. Oh yes, in servers definitely single instance only, because you don't want to run multiple servers. Okay, so if we now test with run or debug, I prefer debug because then you can edit your code while the Minecraft is still open, which is a really cool feature for when you're testing things like rendering or GUI, etc. See, now it's running Minecraft, but it didn't run those Gradle compilation tasks and everything. So it's a little bit faster, I guess. And it's also adding your UUID, username, etc. So now, if we open up a world, you should be able to see my own skin and username for the player. There it is. And yes, I guess that's about it from setup. You know, oh boy. Yeah. Sorry if this tutorial wasn't really well structured because I don't usually do these things. And yeah. Why is the music playing? I thought I disabled it. Oh, anyway. Oh, yes. I forgot a really important detail, I think. In here, we actually had to use a tutorial mod, but tutorial mod /run. Oh, there. Okay. Because otherwise it's gonna just... Yes, really bad. Oh dear. Well, anyway, now the files should be in here. I just screwed up a lot of things here. Oh dear. Well, anyway, don't make this mistake. I'm sorry for that. I'm just absolutely anxious about making YouTube tutorials because I don't usually do that. And it's driving me crazy. Now, I think that's about it. Yes, if you want to update your mod, like I usually said, wow, amazing. Like I previously said, if you want to update Forge, you open, you know, this page again and go to your Gradle setup, the file. You can open it from here, or in the Gradle tab you can just click and open Gradle Config, which is the same file. And here you change the version, like so. See, now it's 2515. And the snapshots, I usually use the latest snapshots, which you can get from here. Both links will be in the description. But if you select this part of the latest daily snapshot, you just paste it in here, you know, from 27th October, and you run setup.conf workspace again. It's not going to download all the libraries again, only Forge and mappings, if those have changed. See? And now it's going to set up, you know, it's downloading things, and it's going to set up again, but just much less. And after that, you again hit refresh external project, and yes, that's about it. The forge is going to be updated. That's all. So yes, I suppose thank you for watching. Remember, this is only how I do my setup, and if you think your setup's better, then you're wrong.